The whooping crane is the tallest bird in North America, standing almost 1.5 meters tall with a 2-meter wingspan. These beautiful birds are bright white except for their black primary feathers at the ends of their wings and a red cap on their heads. The black wingtips can only be seen when they are flying since they tuck them away when they're on the ground or resting. Whooping cranes inhabit areas with wetlands or shallow ponds separated by narrow ridges where trees such as white and black spruce and tamarack grow. Their large nests are usually built in shallow water. This magnificent bird, which survived millions of years of planetary change, became gravely endangered after only a few hundred years of European settlement in North America. The unregulated hunting for their meat and feathers contributed a large portion to their endangerment. Whooping cranes once nested over most of Central and Western North America and were commonly seen stopping over at large marshes in the interior of the continent while migrating south. Being very large birds, whooping cranes need very large places to live. As humans settled in the North American prairies, they drained and plowed marshes for crops and pastures, and in doing so, destroyed their homes. The only remaining winter habitat is a very narrow strip of marsh on the Texan coast. This area is getting smaller every year because of industrial, urban, and recreational developments. Every year, there are fewer large marshes left in central North America for the birds to rest and feed during their 4,000-kilometer migration. In summary, the whooping crane's biggest factors of endangerment is habitat loss and poor hunting regulations. In 1937, fewer than 20 birds remained due to these factors. By 1941, biologists at zoos tried to breed whooping cranes in captivity from 12 eggs collected from the wild in an effort to increase flock numbers. Today, there are about 600 cranes in the wild and in captivity. The Nature Conservancy of Canada is conserving areas along the whooping crane's migratory route, including West Parkland's natural area, which contains suitable wetland habitats. The hunting penalties today are way more severe than before. For example, in 2016, a 19-year-old who shot and killed 2 whooping cranes in Texas was sentenced to 5 years probation, a 5-year ban on hunting, fishing, or on owning a gun, 200 hours of community service, and ordered to pay a fine of $26,000. Holy moly. Whooping cranes are often mistaken for other similar birds and hunted by mistake. An additional strategy would be to raise awareness of the crane's differences to those birds that look alike. For example, the American white pelican, the tundra swan, and the lesser snow goose. From the available data in 2010, there were about only a total of 300 whooping cranes left in existence. However, due to the continued efforts of biologists, their numbers have doubled since then. For once in almost a century, there is hope for this once nearly extinct bird.